Hi, this is Edwin and this is NDANGOH'S diary. For today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 practical steps in which you can use to pass your end of term or end of year exams. As a student, you might be wondering, what exactly have you got to do in order to have high scores in your test? You've read all throughout, you've prepared for the exams, but then you are not sure what steps you've got to take in the examination hall in order to have good scores. Well, worry no more, because today's video aims to provide solution to this question. Stay tuned to find out more. Welcome back. When you receive an exam question, the first thing you have to do is to check for names and class numbers. Your name helps to identify you, equally helps your teacher to rightfully record the scores that you may have at the end of the exams. Failing to write your name and class number might cause more complication to the teacher when he or she attempts to record your score. The next step you have to take is to read through the question paper. Most students make the mistakes of answering questions during an exam without reading through the question paper. There are 2 benefits for you to read through a question paper. One, when you read through, it helps you to identify those questions that are easy for you to provide an answer for. And secondly, it helps you to identify difficult questions, and by this, it equally helps you to plan your time. So let us say you have 20 questions, and after reading through the exam paper, you realize that 15 questions are within your reach. It's quite easy to do. Therefore, you should spend less time attempting these 15 questions, and the remainder of your time might or will be used on the difficult questions. So it's always good for you to read through your questions during an exam. And the third point is for you to attempt all questions. After reading through the exam paper, you know those questions that are quite easy. Do not limit yourself to those questions by spending all your time on the easy ones because you want to let go of those difficult questions. No. Make out time, enough time, to attempt those difficult questions, because whatever score you might have in those questions will actually help to step up your grade. The 4th practical step that you have to practice is for you to read over your work. Students, it doesn't matter if you are a young learner or an adult learner. You've been told so many times by your tutors, always read over your paper. Read and double check your work over and over as many times as possible, depending on the time that you've got left. When you read through, it helps you to identify errors that you might have otherwise missed. Reading through is very important. And the last point is for you to stay seated in the examination hall. Most students, adults as well, make the mistakes of rushing out of the exam room and hand over the paper. Here is the catch. Let us say you forgot to write something. Handing over your exam paper to your teacher doesn't help you in any way, because you won't have the opportunity to correct the errors that you made. Therefore, never be in a rush to hand in your paper. Rather, stay seated. Use all the time allocated for that test. If the test is an hour, stay in until 1 hour before leaving the exam hall. The fact is, when you stay seated, you look at your paper over and over, you might see reasons why you may want to change an answer. You might equally see mistakes that you must have omitted. Always stay seated and use all the time allocated to you. There you go. Practice these 5 steps to be successful in your next exams. I love you all. Stay tuned. This is NDANGOH'S diary, and please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share with friends and family. See you next time. Bye.